Hey there, Power Appers! This is Brian Knight from Pragmatic Works, and in today's video, we're going to show you an open source application we built for school districts and teachers to handle discipline issues. So stay tuned. As we interviewed a lot of teachers and school districts, we found that a lot of these folks were having to log discipline issues, referrals, and the like on paper. So the goal of this application, we interviewed a bunch of school districts, almost 20 different school districts. We consolidated the forms that we found, the paper forms we had, into the application we're about to show. So what is needed? Well, all you need is a license of Teams, Power Apps for Teams. So no premium license required. It's using Dataverse behind the scenes. And what most school districts are doing is they're creating one per school or one per school district. So I say one, I mean one team. So what we're about to show you here is you'll notice I have my little mock-up team right now. And inside that mock-up team is a discipline incident tab here. Now keep in mind, this is a solution that you can expand or contract however you wish. We just consolidated the forms we found and made it into one application. However, for your purposes, you might want to customize this, and all the code is open source on GitHub. You can find that in the link in the description of this video right now. So first of all, to start with, I'm going to log a new incident. I've got a student who's been a little naughty, this guy named Brian Knight. I can go ahead and actually create new students, or I can cancel this, and because it's Dataverse, we can preload our rostering information into the student table. After we do that, we can see our different students, when their last incident happened, and different tiers of incidences that occurred. This is one of the themes we saw across all the school districts, is they had 4 tiers of incidences, each one having different levels of severity. You'll notice you can actually edit those tiers over here, where I can look at each of the tiers and assign them each of the incidences a tier. I can give it a category of some sort, and a description and some type of recommended remediation action for that. So you start to build standardized remediation across all of your teachers. So if I go back over here again, excuse me, and do that new incident, I'm going to look at Brian here, and he's been a very naughty boy here. You can notice there's a whole bunch of different details tabs. I'm going to cancel for a moment and come back in a moment. So let me just show you this one here. So for example, I've got a tier 1 incident, which is really a light incident in this case. And that light incident was a public display of affection. Brian's got a new girlfriend, looks like. And I can go through and mark the date, report what teacher's reporting this, put any kind of description of this, go into details. These details are contextual based on what tier you went. And then the students, I can either do a written statement here or upload a Word doc from the students and the witnesses also. We also have some remediation. So we're getting a recommended remediation on the left here. But we can go through, and as we save this, I can say, all right, I had Bubba Watts was the administrator. He is going to do a remediation of detention for Brian Knight because he's a repeat offender here. I'll save that, and I'm also going to go ahead and notify his parents as well, and I'll log that. And then when I save that, this incident now is logged. So you can see my last incident. I've had 5 tier 1 incidences, and you can see all those right here where I can edit them and also delete them. In addition, you have some nice reporting in here. Now, because this is Dataverse, we can also do this in Power BI, but here's some basic reporting where I can see the number of incidences by teacher and by location and by tier as well. Now, how do I install this? Well, first step is you're going to want to go over to the GitHub repository. And once I'm there, and this link is in the description of this video, look for our Discipline Power App. Once you see that, you'll see a list of descriptions on how to features and all those kind of goodies, but then you'll also see the application to install right here. Download that zip file, just go ahead and select it, and select the little download button right here. And then once we have that, we're ready to go. First step I'm going to do is I'll open up my Teams environment. Okay, and I already have hit the Power Apps button. In case you don't have that Power Apps button, you can hit the little 3 dot down below and search for Power Apps. There we go. You could then want a team to install this into. If you don't have a Power Apps inside of a team, hit Start Now and point to the team that you wish to install that into. This will take about 5 to 10 minutes to install Dataverse, the database we're using, inside of that team. Once you do that, hit this, come back again, go to the Build button up top. You'll see right up here. Once you go to the Build button, once Dataverse is installed in that team, find that team that you wish to install it into. Let me find one of mine right here. Let's go and go all PC so you can see this. And I'll pick one of my pick and pulls here, for example. It will open up all the objects that are already in this team. Once it finishes up a watch kettle never finishes. But once we have that, we'll hit the Import button. There we go. We'll hit See All. See All is going to show you all the objects that are in this team. In this case, I've gotten almost very little in this case. Now, while this is opening up, you'll find you can do things like secure the data very easily in Dataverse, where somebody can only see their own data. So you have that option. You can make reference data. The world is your oyster here. You can customize this however you want. Then after we enter the team, we'll hit the Import button and import the solution. Browse out to your zip file that you just found. There we go. Hit Next, and it'll ask you, it's about to import all of these items right here. Once you do that, hit the Import button. It will go away for a few minutes, and then you're all set. You've now installed the Discipline app. Then you want to open that up and start to go to work. Well, one more piece you're going to want to do as part of that, and that's to add the administrator's email address into a table called User Role. So once you add that email address, you'll flag that as an administrator. That will allow you to go ahead and modify things like the incident types at that point also. So this application is one of many that we built on GitHub, and it's one of many that we do in things called hackathons. If you want this customized, feel free to reach out to us at pragmaticworks.com. We have this notion of a hackathon where we'll teach you how to build this application or other applications. You can also make this application work for you, but we hope this gets you to the 90% point of where you can easily get that over the finish line if you want. Thanks for watching this video, and have a great day.